Hello everyone, I'm Valdemar Leno, and today I will present my research topic, which is robotic process mining, accelerating the adoption of robotic process automation. Robotic process automation is an emerging technology that allows organizations to automate highly repetitive and error-prone routine work within the business processes. This is achieved by executing the software bots, the scripts that encode the fine-grained sequences of interactions of users with information systems. The typical tasks that can be automated is the transferring of data from one source to another, for example, from Excel spreadsheet to a form of web-based information system. Robotic process automation leads to improvements in a process efficiency, the error rate reduction, the workflow standardization, and it also generates great cost savings. However, while being widely used within many organizations, robotic process automation solutions still suffer from a high time consumption allocated to creation of the bots. In order to create the bot, it is required to have a deep knowledge about the process itself, the information systems, and their corresponding user interfaces that are involved in this process, as well as how users can interact with these user interfaces. Current way of obtaining this data, the current way of obtaining this information is by means of interviews and workshops. This can lead to imprecise and incomplete information, which can significantly affect the quality of the bots. Hence, the considerable amount of time is allocated to the quality testing of the bots. Also, with any change in the process or the information systems that are involved in the process, the bot has to be re-implemented in order to reflect the changes, since it is very hard to maintain the bots. Here is a real-life example of a robotic process automation project lifecycle at the University of Melbourne. You can see that significant amount of time is spent on process documentation and analysis. Also, because of the fact that the bots have to be manually implemented by the humans, the large amount of time is also spent on the code review and further testing of the bots before their deployment. One of the possible solutions to boost the automation process is to apply process mining. It is a family of techniques that aims at extraction of the knowledge about the process by analyzing the process data obtained from information systems that record the process. One of the analytics that can be discovered by process mining is a process model, a flow chart of the process execution that specifies the order of an actions in order to perform the task. This flowchart potentially can be used in order to automatically train the bots. However, currently existing process mining solutions cannot be directly applied in the context of robotic process automation, since they produce inadequate process models that are presented on conceptual level, but cannot be directly executed. In this PhD project, we aim at answering the following research questions: how to identify automatable routines in the process, how to discover routine specifications, also known as process models, from user interaction logs amenable for robotic process automation, and finally, how to use the discovered specifications to build robotic process automation bots. We propose a new family of techniques, namely robotic process mining, which aims at uh, automatic identification of routines within the process that is recorded in the form of user interaction log. The automatic mining of the process of the routine flowchart with its further compilation into RPA script. By looking into details of the robotic process mining, we can see that there are much more steps to be performed. For example, we have to filter out the actions that do not belong to any of the routines, as well as to get rid of the redundant activities, to identify different routines within a process, and to cluster them together. All of these blocks that are grayed out, all these blocks that are gray out will constitute the main steps during a PhD project. We will apply a design science approach which aims at developing the artifacts with their further evaluation to solve the problem at hand. We will collect the relevant literature by applying the key search with further snowballing technique to extend the set of relevance works. We will design and implement the solutions in the form of an open source tools and evaluate them on the real life data. This project aims at accelerating the adoption of robotic process automation on practice. It will also demonstrate how RPA solutions can benefit from process data and how process mining can be applied in the context of robotic process automation. In the longer perspective, it will give a rise to a new research direction called robotic process mining. Thank you.